Hello everybody, this is Levi from Cardboard Knot, and I made the trailer for Midhalla, and I just wanted to do a quick behind the scenes video of how we made it. So I use Blender, and Blender is actually a free software that you can use to show off your 3D presentation, stuff like that. It can get pretty complicated, but there's a lot of fun stuff I guys want to show you. So for what I did is I set the settings in a meat hall, in a Viking meat hall, and as you can see I made this kind of cool little forest around it just so you wouldn't see past this right here. And one of the things about making 3D animation is that you have to be very conscious about how much memory you use. So sometimes you have to play magic tricks in a way, kind of make it look like things are that continue on forward. So if you go like down here, you can see, oh, it looks like it's a big forest. In reality, it's just like that. All right. So let's go inside the meat hall, and you can see in the trailer, unfortunately, it was really dark in here, and I put, I made that intentionally just so we could focus on the game. But I didn't want to see kind of little tidbits. You can see Thor's hammer right there. There's a potion. And there's little torches and stuff like that. So this is actually a full room. The trailer didn't really show it too much. So, and that's one of the things you do. Sometimes you make more than you really need. But so for Midhalla, all I did is just kind of put it on the table right here. And let me switch back here so it's a lot easier. So you can see there's the game right here, and I do this timeline, what you guys saw in the trailer right here. You can go through right here, but if you zoom out, you can kind of see how frantic everything looks. And again, it's like magic trick. You're trying to hide things and stuff like that. And this makes the process go much faster and smoother and stuff like that. So, another thing I want to show you guys is after I do the 3D animation, a lot of the cool special effects like the explosion stuff are actually not in Blender. They're in After Effects. And I try to make it perceive like so. But one of the things I do want to show is the book. And one of the things we did is, since we were missing we wanted to tell a grand old epic Viking story in the beginning. Like this is like in the old tomes that the Vikings used to read and stuff like that. So I made this like book, as you guys saw in the trailer, and I just went ahead and did like kind of these cool little animations and then applied them to the book in Blender. So a lot of times this process is containing, it's not just one 3D software. It's like a team of software. I use Illustrator, Photoshop, After Effects, Premiere. I use all sorts of programs to make this happen. So it can get pretty complicated very fast. And I just add a little animation. One thing I do want to show, I show these monsters moving a little bit and stuff like that, and they're coming from the shadow. But if you kind of go into these, you can see it's called a puppet tool, so you can see how his hands move around. Like basically it's a puppet pin tool, and you put these pins on these, and as you can see, his eyes are bit off because I moved them. But if you go like this, there's two puppet tools. I can put another one. There we go. So you can move. He's kind of moving around. Unfortunately, the eyes are kind of moving off. I'll have to keyframe the bright eyes with his hands and stuff, so that kind of makes them move around, stuff like that. So that's kind of a cool little like stuff that you could do with After Effects. Here's another one, and I make this into layers. Like this is the monster in the background. I think there's a couple puppet tools on this guy where he's like moving his axe up and stuff like that. That's actually, see, you can see I took out his arm and everything. So there you go. So that's one way you can like kind of make it look like. Actually, I don't think I use a puppet tool. I just animate. Oh, there's a little puppet tool right there. So again, like this is another image right here with like kind of like I used a lot of these images come from stock footage, but you want to make it blend, look like it's part of one cohesive image. And so I basically layered this guy out and put like kind of like little like it was like a blood spell or something like that. So cool. Awesome. Yeah, and that's about it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at www.cardboardknot.com, and I'll talk to you guys later.